I don't drink soda.
Well, Jerry, is it? All right. Okay, all right. All right now. Come on. Let's see. This doesn't feel good, right? Let's give it a little change. This is what it is. Excuse me, sir. There we go. All right, Jerry. I see what you did here. I see the place.
Hey, careful with that mic, man. Careful. No.
All right, there we go. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Alvin.
We haven't even.
This is getting a little.
You think we should, introduce ourselves to one another before we start this?
Well, he said to just come on in and start her right up.
All right, whatever.
So I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to show you any disrespect.
No,
my name's Alvin.
Todd.
Alvin.
Todd.
Alvin.
Todd, man.
Todd. That's Todd.
It's Todd, man.
Toddman.
Todd, man.
That's in your name, man. Toddman's in your name.
It's Todd, man.
All right. Well, my name is, like I said before, it's Alvin. Are you having a hard time over there?
Please, no. Got it.
Are you sure you're going to have to pull that out? You're going to want to balance it. There you go. And then you're going to want to. Now you're going to want to.
Trust me.
You got some headphones over there?
Trust me, man.
You want to use the headphones?
I've got this.
All right. Well, Toddman, it's very nice to meet you. And welcome, everyone, to this episode of the Natural Habitat Podcast. Our friend Jerry, you know Jerry.
I do know Jerry, yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry about this. There we go. Now, our friend, hold on. Sorry about this. Oh, shit. There we go. Our friend Jerry, he asked us to come on down here. And he asked us to go ahead and propagate yourselves a podcast that we would be producing, generating, and releasing to the people. And that's what we're here to do. Myself, Alvin, and Todd, man. Is that it?
It's Todd, man.
Todd, man.
It's just Todd.
Todd, man. Like Batman?
Man. It's Todd.
Man.
Man.
Oh, man. This is going to be rough. I can't even get your name right. Can you say my name? I haven't heard you say my name.
Your name is Alvin. I got that.
What is it?
It's Alvin, like the little rodent
No,
cartoon.
it's Elvin.
Okay, Elvin.
EAVLAN. Elvin.
Okay.
Elvin.
Like Elvin.
Yes, with the EA.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Like EA, it's in the game.
Yeah.
You heard of this?
I have the common decency to learn people's, names correctly pronunciated.
You just got it wrong. You just said my name was Alvin and the
How many
Chipmunks.
times did you call me Todd, man?
Todd, man. That's your name. You said my name's Todd, man. And here we are at the Natural Habitat Podcast. Thank you so much, everyone. We love y'all, and we're here to bring y'all the news. We're going to give you a little bit of pop culture. We're going to give you a little bit of laughs. We're going to give you some laughs. Is that true? You consider yourself a funny man, Toddman?
Not really.
No?
No.
Serious guy, huh?
I like to play it straight, man.
Oh, straight man. That's a good improv rule. You ever heard of improv? Improv is like a classic theater movement. Improv. That's one of the rules. You gotta someone's gotta be a straight man. You know what I mean? And sometimes that man's a Toddman. So
it's Todd, man.
Now Jerry, the creator of this podcast, the creator of this network, Jerry, he brought us down here, asked us to come down here and be try out for the new hosting position. Now, how do you know Jared, Todd, man?
Well, I don't so know much. I don't know Jerry so much as I know his wife Connie, intimately. You might say. In the 2019, we set sail, headed for Kokomo on the Beach Boys Good Vibrations cruise.
Way down.
From the port of Miami all the way down to the coast of someplace in Mexico. I couldn't tell you where it was, but I was there, but I wasn't there, if you know what I mean. I was in, by that I mean I was making passionate love to Jerry's wife Connie in the little port. The little port, and,
like a boat cabana.
Like the big window of the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
port's like a side of a ship, right?
It's like the little.
You're looking at a
porthole.
A porthole.
In the port, like a portal.
You porked her in the porthole. That's good.
You might say that.
Now,
So,
were they together, Jerry and his wife?
I mean, maritally,
but not at the time.
Not
together.
physically. No. She was very much with me, occupied. While Jerry was off, enjoying the sounds of the Beach Boys Good Vibrations cruise. I was, tending to Connie's needs and
Oh, well.
I was a con man, if you get my drift.
Now, Jerry, you and Connie are still together, correct? Is that true? They're still together?
Maritally,
yes, they're together. Legally together. So that is great.
There's no shame in it. Jerry's fine with it. I mean, but
so it's an open relationship. You say?
I mean,
is an agreement?
It's pretty closed off to Jerry at this point, but he's in no position to make any drastic life moves. So
okay. Well, if that's the position that Jerry wants to be
since
in,
2019 when we returned from the cruise, he's been taking care of us both financially. I assume through the work that he's done on this podcast. So given that, when he asked me to help out this week, I felt almost like not so much an obligation, but just pity on the man. Yeah. I've taken so much from him already that
you kind of owe him.
I mean,
you owe him this.
I'm hardly a man of faith. Listen, I'm a sound tech. Okay, I live in. I've been on the road since the mid 70s. So going town to town, breaking up marriage to marriage. This has all just become.
Oh wow! So this is part of your life.
It's part of the lifestyle. It's part of the rock and roll lifestyle.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Man.
All right.
Now, I've spent the better part of the past 30 years as the head sound tech on the. You're familiar with YouTube, right? Of course,
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. There's a website you can upload. There's communities of videos.
The rock band. U2.
You rock bands on
they
there.
Released. Have you ever heard of a little album called Octoon Baby?
Bands. Yeah, you can listen to that on YouTube.
Octoon Baby.
Octoon.
8 times platinum. 8 times platinum in 1991, released in November. How do you do that?
I don't know this.
Well, the tour that supported that 8 times platinum album was the Zoo TV tour of 92. And for the better part of the 30 years, I've been the head sound tech on the second and third legs of that tour.
See, now you might as well just be talking gibberish to me because I don't consider myself a music guy. There's one album, in my opinion, that I heard, listened to, and I said, this is the pinnacle of music. There's no way that anybody could ever compete and top this. And I stopped listening to music ever since then. That was the first one. The last one.
Was it Ugly Kid Joe?
No, it was not. I've never even heard of that because I only listened to this one album, and that album is the Top Gun soundtrack, motion picture soundtrack from 2022. It is a beautiful collaboration of music. You got like Metallica, okay? You know Metallica, yes?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Metallica. Absolutely, of course.
U2.
U2, yes.
No, it's on YouTube. You can go on YouTube. You can listen to Metallica. That's really
Metallica had a big year in 92 too, but they weren't the #1 selling stadium tour of 92. We were. We were, and I worked the second and third legs of those tours.
So you're in U2.
5-leg tour, in 2 and 3. That's peak. That's the heart and soul of this entire tour. Legs 2 and 3.
Well, can I ask you a question? Say if you did legs 2 and 3 allegedly, can you tell me the answer to this question? What's bongo like?
You mean Bono?
No, bongo, the drum. What's a bongo like?
The bongo.
Okay.
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Are you asking?
If
how
you're a sound tech, you should be able to tell me what a bongo like. What's Bono like?
You said Bono.
This is the second question.
It's funny you should ask that. The reason that I did not work the fourth or fifth legs of the Zoo TV tour in '92 was due to allegedly, and this is a complete fabrication, allegedly placing, I guess what you would, like a hit is what you would technically say. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's you're not putting a hit out on someone if you're not hiring a professional hitman. And the guy I asked to take out Bono was far from professional. I mean, the farthest thing from it. So you tell me, like, how that holds up in the court of law and gets me, thrown in some sort of prison.
Did you do time in prison for this?
I did put time in prison. Yeah, absolutely, I did.
Wow, how long? How many times?
It's kind of the past 30 years, just kind of a blur, to be honest with you. So I couldn't tell you if it was, 3 to 6 months or 3 to 6 years, possibly. There's a huge chunk of my, past that I just plumb can't remember.
And when were you released from this prison?
I mean, it had to have been
around 2019, probably.
No,
cruise happened.
No, brother, we're talking 94, maybe.
Oh, really?
94, yeah.
Oh, really?
I couldn't tell you what the next U2 tour was following the Zoo TV tour of 92.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, brother. I'm sorry that you were allegedly taken off of that tour for
putting a hit out on Bono.
This illegal hit that wasn't even professional. You said this wasn't it just regular guy.
Yes, I asked a drunk to go punch Bono in the face. As I recall, it was nothing serious.
Well,
but to answer your question, he's a fucking dickhead.
Well, now I know that you are telling the truth because that's what I heard about human being. Yeah. I actually met Jerry at church. Me and him, we met at church together, and I met him and his beautiful wife Candace. And the wife's name is Candace, right?
It was Connie.
Candace.
Well,
she goes by her church name there, which is Candace. And I met Jerry and Candace there. I helped them pay a late mortgage bill that they had. They had some stabling fees that they had to pay for the horses, and for the other stabled creatures that they have down there at the manger.
Now, you might not know this, but to bring a horse into your stadium tour, the logistics for that, mind blowing.
Really?
There's a number of different fees and coordinators that you have to pay to make something like that happen. It's a huge hassle. That's why you don't see too many horses when you go to see these massive stadium concerts.
Now, are you still doing stadium tours now?
No. Now I'm working exclusively on as not the lead sound tech necessarily, but as a sound tech on the Beach Boys' Good Vibrations.
Okay.
Cruise, which is departing 127 days, baby.
Oh shit!
February.
All right. Well,
so
is there a website people can go to get information?
Yeah, you can go to beachboyscruise.com, and all the details are going to be on it. It's a great time. There's a lot of couples, but the good vibrations start rolling, and brother.
Well, that's going to be a swell time. I would never go to anything like that because I don't listen to the Beach Boys. I don't listen to any album besides the Top Gun movie soundtrack. And I am a man of God. Like I said before, I met Jerry at church, him and
So you're
Candace.
a Christian man.
Now, my identification as a religious man is now tricky because I am a Christian, all right, but I am also Christian Catholic. You've heard of Christian Catholic, yeah?
Sure, man.
And I'm also First Baptist Church.
First Baptist.
Baptist. I'm a
Baptist.
And as well as I forget the name of the other one that I'm in, but I'm a professional church goer. I like to make sure that all my bases are covered in case one religion is wrong, one religion is right. Am I boring you? Or you dip it into your phone?
I was just pulling up the Metacritic rating for the YouTube album Achtung Baby is a 93 out of 100.
Is that good?
93. I mean, that's almost perfect. It's nearly
I'm not familiar
album.
with this Metacritic. What is that? They do metal bands.
They take all the critics, all the reviews,
your welds.
They put them into a one. They condense it down to one rating from all of the sources. So that's what everybody's saying on average.
All right.
That's nearly a perfect album. And a perfect album, doesn't necessarily mean a perfect tour.
Perfect would be 100, right? 100 out of 100 will be perfect.
Technically speaking.
Yeah. So this is a near perfect album.
I tell you what, the Joshua Tree, YouTube's following album,
Joshua Tree National
only
Park.
a 90 on Metacritic. Okay, and again, perfect album doesn't constitute just necessarily perfect tour. You need there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of people that go into bringing that tour and making it the most successful stadium tour of 1992.
Okay, all right. And you were one of those people for the second and third leg of this, right?
I mean, again, there's a lot of people to help out, but I was the guy. The puppeteer pulling the strings. Literally, I was pulling the strings of the guitar.
Okay. Now, on this Beach Boy cruise, I assume there's lots of drugs and alcohol and debauchery, yeah?
Very, very little drugs.
Would you like to smoke some of this? Some of this here pot here? No? Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I'm a religious man, a very religious man. And I found out that, if you go to church and if you tell the church that you're falling upon a hardship, a hard time. You say, I need relief. I need the Lord. You say your prayers loud and clear to the Lord, and you say, Lord, I need help with my car payment. I cannot pay my car payment this month. Car payment is so high, Lord. And you say it out loud, you put it out there, and then someone overhears you, and they say, Sonny, how much is that car payment? And you say, you double it, all right? This is some advice that you get just from the trick of the trade. You double it. Your car payment's $300. Guess what? $700 now. So you say it's $700. I don't know why I signed this contract. That's how they got me. And you get this car payment right here paid for. Ching chang. Sorry about that. That's an expression that is used back home, and it's something that's not okay here. I was informed, and it's a habit I'm trying to break. So you get this money, and then you just go to another church, and you do it again. You say, Lord, my car payment.
So it's almost as if you're touring these churches.
Yes.
And each time you have to set up, make sure everything's set up perfectly to a T, or lights are going to come crashing down on your scam.
Now you're out here, you're trying to get this car payment every month. You know what I mean? And the lucky thing is that everybody's car payment is due at a different time, right? Depending on when you bought your car. You buy your car, they usually give you about a month and a half for nothing, no payments. You know what I mean? They say, go on, kid. You sign all the deals. Then you start making this monthly payment. And this thing, boy, woo, boy. So now everybody's payment is due at a different week. So you get 4 religions and you go every Sunday. Or maybe they do it on a Wednesday or a Thursday in their religion,
Achtung Baby tour, the Zoo TV tour of 92, we weren't just going every Sunday or every Wednesday. There were just a different city every night.
You could
200 cities.
Now, I'm sure that if I started branching out to more religions, then I could get someone that does every day. Because, you know, the Muslim, they do Thursday. The Christians, they do Wednesday, they do Sunday. The Catholics do Sunday. That's all I can really think of right now. But I could try to figure out to way the map up, cover up the whole week. But my point is that you go here, say this Sunday you go here, my car payment's due. Next Sunday you go to other here, car payments due. You know, they don't know when you signed your contract. They don't know. They don't work there. They don't work at Ford.
I'll tell you what. The second Bono is doing his
What's he doing?
He's doing what's the name of their hit song from 19?
It's
all right. It's all right. All right. She moves in mysterious ways. The second Bono was done singing Mysterious Ways in Youngstown.
Yeah.
I was in Cleveland setting up for the next night.
Wow.
Like that.
So you would travel through the night.
I'm not so much a believer in God as I am a believer in magic. Because...
Did you use magic to transport?
For all intents and purposes, yes, I'm a magician in the fact that I make the unbelievable happen.
So you would go to a town, you would set up the whole show.
The whole show.
You would man the boards and pull the strings on the bass or whatever it is that you did. And then
rigging lighting.
You would tear everything down afterwards.
No. I didn't tear anything down, baby. I'm on to the next city.
Then I'm
on to the next city.
You would do your magic.
The guy's tearing it down. I mean,
you're doing magic. You're out in your car doing magic. And then you drive through the night to the next city, smoking cigarettes, you're doing little bumps of magic along the way.
That is the magic.
And then you get there, you do it all over again.
Baby.
Yeah, that's how the magic happens, right?
200 cities and 200 nights.
Man, that's, well, I'm glad that you only did the 2 and 3 leg because you could have died doing that. You know what I mean? Drugs is no joke, man. Drugs is no joke. And Satan, he is really, he can smell it. You know what I mean? He smell it.
I'm not going to say I don't regret being thrown off of the 4th and 5th legs of that tour. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It saved your life.
I mean, did I have a reason to pay that guy to assault Bono? No. I mean, not necessarily. Was it worth it?
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in spirits.
Sprites and spirits. So it's like an alcohol mixed with a lemony lime soda. That's what you believe in?
I believe in entities. I believe in ghouls.
Goblins?
No, not goblins.
No. Now, I just want to tell you that everything that you do, these decisions that you make where you decide to magic through the night, you decide to live on the edge, you decide to push yourself to the limit, to take it to the limit, you know, that is creating a spirit. It's creating an entity. And these entities, they haunt you, all right? Now, the Holy Spirit, he's like a cloud. Do you see Nope? Jordan Peele's Nope?
I haven't seen anything, man, in probably 25 years since I saw a picture.
See, now I've
been reading some books.
Now
is it available on book?
I've seen this. I've seen this preview for Nope. Have you seen the preview? Or are you aware of what I'm talking about?
I don't watch TV, man.
No. All right. Well, there's what if I describe it? Can you,
Jerry? Are we almost done here?
Jerry, how long have we been on?
How long does this thing go?
Jerry, how long has this been? He said he was going to text us. Did he say he texted us? What's it say on there?
We'll just keep at it.
Does it say it on there?
It says 25.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we're only halfway done. Well, we do have some news topics to go through with you fine people here because we wanted to meet each other. You know what I mean? And we wanted to meet y'all. We wanted y'all to meet us. We wanted to meet up, and we wanted to just say, how do you do? And now that we got that out of the way, the pleasantries.
Pleased to meet you, pal.
Pleased to meet you. Congratulations on securing the tour, the tour,
the 1992 Zoo TV tour.
Yeah.
Which is in support of the album Achtung.
It's on a boat or no? It's not a boat.
No, this is you're thinking of what I'm doing now, which is
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about your congratulations.
It's a less shiny job for sure. Thanks a lot, Bono. But
I met Connie.
I met Connie, and as a result, met Jerry, and pleased to be here because I'm kind of financially dependent on Jerry at the moment.
Yeah, he did say that he was going to give us $80 each to do this episode, which is exciting for us.
Oh, yeah, exciting.
What do you mean all? Jerry? What does he mean all? That's all? What does he say that he was going to give you?
Who knows, man? It's all a blur.
Okay, well, we might have to renegotiate our contract before we get out of here.
So, did you watch this podcast at all to prepare for this?
Yeah, I watched the last episode, and that's why I agreed to come here, because I went to church. I saw Jerry, and he said, I need someone to host this podcast. He said he had procured a YouTube channel, and he got the password for a YouTube channel, and that he already had some followers on there, and he was going to start doing this, carrying on this podcast that had recently perished in some sort of copyright infringement.
Podcast sounds so bourgeois, man. I prefer like a more bohemian way of saying it. Like,
you want like an internet broadcast?
Like podcast?
That's not. That sounds like a different language, man. That doesn't sound anything like Bohemian.
Podcast?
Bohemian? What is that?
I don't know.
Where is that?
Yeah, it's Bohemia.
Bohemies?
Bohemia.
I don't know, man.
Hey, computer, where's Bohemia?
From reference.com, Bohemia is a historical region occupying the western 2/3 of the Czech Republic in Central Europe.
Oh, see, that's where I'm from.
Oh,
I'm from Bohemia.
So we got a checker back here, and we got myself, which is a down home country. I was born in Texas.
You know how many stops we had in Texas on the 1992 Zoo TV tour in support of the album Achtung Baby by U2?
How many?
5. We had Dallas. We had Fort Worth. We had Houston. We had San Antonio. And we had, it's just all a blur, man.
Well, Texas is the biggest state on that side of the Mississippi.
You know how many nights that was?
5 nights?
5 nights.
5 nights?
5 nights. We blew the Lone Star State apart.
Sorry, man. I used this new mustache wax before we came out here because I wanted this to look shiny, and it's really bugging me. I think it's going to make me break out. So, congratulations on that tour.
You see this shirt I'm wearing? It's Wyoming.
Wyoming.
It's an inside joke.
Wyoming.
It's an inside joke because you know how many stops the 1992 Zoo TV tour had in Wyoming? None.
None? You know what? That is a shame, and Wyoming is one of those markets that just kind of gets overlooked. You know what I mean?
Have you even been there? I've never been there.
I have
been on
not.
tour since the mid '70s, and I've never been to Wyoming. I don't even think it exists.
But I do know that Casey of Jane, longtime listener of the show, and her boyfriend Big Red. I don't know if they're still together, but her friend, maybe they're not friends anymore. But this guy, Big Red. They do music, they do performances, they do stuff in the middle of cornfields in Wyoming. They made it happen. They made their own scene in there, and they've been listening to the show for a long time. And Jerry gave us a list of people. He said Free Candy. He said Casey and Jane. He said
Casey and the Sunshine Band actually did sound tech for them, and
I think that's a different Casey
spot shows in the late '70s. Casey and Sunshine Band.
So.
Yeah. You might consider me like an adjacent member of the Sunshine Band, but I wouldn't either.
So we do have some news topics that we want to go over with you beautiful people here, because we're going to be joining you each and every week.
I got to tell you, man, I don't really keep up on the news.
Well, that's okay, because Jerry go ahead and got us some topics.
Okay.
and we're going to go ahead and go over these topics that Jerry gave us. And this is for y'all. What's the beeping? Why's the beeping?
It sounds like some sort of truck.
Is it a truck or is it a fire alarm? Is there some sort of... So, okay, there's no need to be long.
That's not unlike the sound of one of our big rig trucks backing up into a venue so we can unload, but it's a much more imposing beep on those trucks, I gotta tell you.
Now, I didn't back in 92 beepings back then in 92.
They had, they had them.
Yeah. All right. See, I thought they had to imply that after enough people got ran over.
No, sir. Beepings date back to the early 80s.
Mm. Well, that's fast. That really is fascinating, Toddman.
It's Todd.
Toddman.
Man.
Toddman. Very fascinating, Toddman. So, we're going to be here every week with you guys, and we just hope that you got sound off below and let us know which one, who do you like? Who's your favorite? Who are you going to be for Halloween? You going to be Toddman? You going to be Elvin? You're going to be Jerry. Jerry he's a lovable guy. He's the owner of this place.
He's got a beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife. Condis is a beautiful wife, and she's just beautiful soul, beautiful smile.
She has a beautiful
eyes, beautiful ass. This ass is beautiful.
Hey.
Whoa, sorry.
Hey, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jerry may be cool with that, but I'm not.
I was talking about their horse, the horse and the donkey that's out there. They're long. Y'all know? Now, how long you been growing out your hair? Because you and me, we got something in common. We got very long.
We have very similar haircuts.
Very similar long hair.
Yeah, mine's more of like a gorgeous flowing blonde thing.
Yeah, mine's like a brown curly.
Yeah, both very distinct.
Yeah.
So,
how long?
Anybody ever give you any crap about having long hair as a man of God, telling you that it's not Christ-like to grow your hair out like that?
Well, I actually have my lock screen on my phone is a picture of Jesus, and here, look. I got a picture of Jesus. Oh, wait. Sorry. That's not the lock screen. Look, picture of Jesus right there with the long, beautiful, flowing hair.
That reminds me of the time that I was doing sound tech for Jesus and Mary Chain.
Yeah.
Which was a band in the early 90s.
Mary Chain?
I think so. Computer play Jesus and Mary Chain.
This is the Jesus and Mary Chain from Spotify.
All right. You had to set up sound for this?
Couple times, man.
Computer, stop.
Now, bring in that sound that you just heard there, bringing it to life in the capacity of a large stadium setting. That's no small feat.
Now, I really wouldn't have any experience or know anything about that. I haven't been to a live show production. I saw Top Gun in theaters, and then I heard the album.
You've never been to a large stadium rock concert?
No.
Never in your life?
No. There's that's Sodom and Gomorrah, that place, I swear. There's so much debauchery there.
There's some tremendous
people do
tremendous Christian rock bands out there.
No, even at Pod.
You've got wait till you hear DC Talk.
No,
DC Talk.
I'm not interested because
play the DC Talk.
No, computer, stop. When my cousin, all right, my cousin Cletus, he went to Pod to the Payable on Death. Right? Payable on death?
You're talking about POD.
POD, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He went to a
Great
Pod
band.
Concert, right?
Excellent band.
This Christian band that's supposed to be for Christians.
They're
right?
not just for Christians, bro.
No.
They're for everybody. They're for the planet. They're for the planet Earth. POD.
He goes there.
One of the all-time greatest rock and roll bands.
They had the show. They did a marsh pit, all right, where there was people here. There was... Yeah, they're hitting, they're throwing.
They're hitting and throwing.
They're punching, they're stabbing
in
each
the
other.
name of
they're
Gaia.
Kicking. They got
Gaia.
a horse in there. The horse is kicking. And Gaia, this false
Gaia
idol.
is Mother Earth.
It's a false idol.
Gaia is Mother Earth.
Earth is an idol, a false idol. They're praying to Earth. and they're kicking. They got moshing. I saw girls. I didn't see it. I wasn't there.
You were at this
I
POD
was not
concert.
at the the pod concert. I don't even know. I'm not familiar with any of their songs, but my cousin, Cletus, he went there and he saw breasts and he got a blowjob from a stranger.
What your cousin saw was one of the most talented rap rock frontmans of his generation. And you can only imagine the heights that POD would have soared to had they, had a more capable sound tech. Holding a lot of the great rock bands back is just, inadequate sound tech.
I don't know.
That's why, so few bands these days reach the international superstardom of U2. Bono can't go anywhere in the world without fear of being, taken out by a hitman.
Now I hear Bono. He's out here helping kids now, right? Is that still a thing that he does, or is that?
I couldn't tell you, man.
So, that's all right. But so I met Jerry at church, and he also got me into baseball. All right, me and Jerry were.
You're
see
Brewers.
No.
Brewers.
That's
Brewers.
That's the Brewers.
Brewers.
The Brewers.
Brewers.
And this is our adult.
Pretty sure it's Brewers. Man.
Adult softball league. The Brewers. No, it's Browers because of we all have eyebrows. We're the ones with eyebrows.
Now, some major cities actually only have baseball stadiums. They don't have,
Did you say stadiums, bro?
Stadiums, a baseball stadium.
Okay.
You don't have the traditionally speaking, these rock concerts, they're had in like a basketball or hockey arena.
Yeah.
A lot of cities don't have those. They have a baseball field. And let me tell you, brother, you
sound up a baseball field or what?
Structuring a major touring operation in a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of guy.
Like what kind of guy? Like you? You think you could do that?
I did it 19 times.
Jerry, can you get us access to a baseball field? Jerry?
Baby Zoo TV tour of 1992. That was the highest grossing stadium tour of that year.
Oh.
That's bringing in bucks, pal.
Okay,
that's putting butts in seats.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that. You did do that. You did do you have any production credit or anything on the album?
I'm a live guy, man. I'm on the road.
Just live, okay.
I mean, who wants to listen to music through a record or a cassette tape anymore?
Yeah.
You want to see it live in the flesh. That's hearing the music.
Yeah.
You're there with the music. You're setting up the music.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, do you really want to hear just a recording that you can play anytime, or do you want to hear, a performance, a once in a lifetime performance that is brought to you by a wildly talented magical sound tech?
And now I've heard that because, like I said, I've never been to a concert, but I've heard from my cousins and stuff that when you're at a concert and when you could feel this, you can't even describe the thumping that you could feel from this music coming out of these giant speakers.
I mean, just close your eyes for a second.
Satanic
close your
stacks.
eyes. Rub your temples like this.
Towers of Babel.
I'm gonna set you up. Close your eyes.
No, I'm scared.
Close your
I don't
eyes.
want to
I'm gonna
go
take
on
you
a
there.
journey to a
I'm gonna
concert.
take you there.
All right, I'm gonna. You know what? Toddman, I'm gonna trust you.
All right.
I think that we know each other enough that I'm gonna be able to trust you in this. So I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna do this with my temples really crazy.
All right. You've just arrived. You're at the gates. A security guard in a yellow shirt is going to check you for contraband.
Hell.
You're going to walk on through those gates.
He didn't even get any of my contraband.
You don't get your contraband. He's just checking for it. He's not taking it. He's not taking it.
They didn't even look in my pocket.
The smell. Reefer. Women. Men. Body odor. Hot dogs.
Devilish.
Spilled beer.
No. Satan.
You're hearing it. You start hearing that bass thumping. You start hearing the drums. You start hearing these, the unmistakable riffs of a well-tuned electric guitar?
No.
You start hearing the bass line. You're there. The crowd's cheering.
Oh, Satan.
People are dancing, having a good time. They're making love, not war.
Oh.
And what you
cup
open
the
your
balls.
eyes. You open your eyes.
Oh,
what is
that
this?
feels so good.
It's not the band yet.
Yeah, I wanna
it's not
come.
the band yet. This is still the sound check.
no. Hold
And
on.
who's up there? Oh
I'm
no,
out. I don't
that's
wanna-
not the edge shredding. That's me, baby. That's me.
I was not at that concert, okay? You can't prove that I went to that concert and that I got a blowjob from a stranger. You cannot prove it. It was my cousin.
That's as close as you're ever going to get to experiencing the 1992 Zoo TV tour by YouTube in support of the album Mocktoon Baby.
Well, it was uncomfortable, and I did not like it. And
I
it
put
was
you there. That's like I felt like an acid flashback.
All right. Look, I have to tell you something.
Ironically, I was
Toddman,
taking a lot of acid
Toddman.
through the majority of that tour.
Toddman, I have to tell you something.
Let's hear it.
I was at that tour.
You were there.
I was at that tour.
Were you at Fort Worth, Dallas, San Antone?
Yes.
You were at all three.
Yes. Yes. And yes, 82 more times because I was at
What
every
did they
date-
play for the encore?
I was at every date on
What did they
the
play
tour.
for the encore
I
on?
didn't listen. I had earplugs and muffs. I was there
This guy.
to fraternize with a stranger.
You were not there.
I was there.
You're
I was there. And
You're
I could
talking
tell-
about my life, pal.
could
I
tell-
lived that tour.
I could
I
tell-
lived that tour. I lived that
I
6
was
month
there.
span for the rest of my 30 years.
Check this out. I could tell you something that only somebody there would know that will prove to you that I was there indefinitely. No doubts.
You weren't.
ifs,
You weren't
buts,
there.
And or
You weren't there. We've already established you've
You
never
ready?
been to a major rock stadium tour.
Now, on night 16 of the tour,
Jerry, your friend's over here bullshitting me. Okay, this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
night 16 on the tour, right? You remember this? You remember night 16?
Of course, I remember night 16.
Remember night?
No, you know what? I don't remember night 16 because I was on legs 2 and 3 of the tour, not leg 1, not leg 4 or leg 5.
No, 15 in the first leg. 15 dates in the first leg.
That shows how little you know about the 1992 Zoo TV tour. This guy's a joke.
I think that you might be remembering things wrong. I think that you are delusional. You have created this world that revolves around this 1992 tour and the second and third leg of this U2 thing that you're talking about. And I think that you have put yourself in this delusional space, that you're stuck in this time. And I think that you need to come to terms with the fact that other people were there. There were stadiums full of people. What was that beep? Did you hear that?
I did hear it.
What was it? Is
You
everything-
know, video is really not my. I'm more of a sound guy.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. So we could, even if the video did cut out, which it looks like it didn't, we could just go ahead and continue on audio.
Never
And-
been into cameras, man. More. You know, I feel with my ears,
Yeah.
not my eyes.
All right.
So I do a lot of my setup work blindfolded. Now you might think, well, isn't that completely reckless? I mean, for most people, yes. But when you've done, 2 legs on the highest grossing stadium tour of 1992, I mean, it just becomes second nature. You can do it in your sleep, which
Okay,
is something
yeah.
I've done.
How many buttons did you have on your boards?
Boards have thousands of buttons.
Thousands. But you
Thousands.
remember where they all are.
Oh, I remember each of them.
Yeah, so you can do a blindfold. It's just
Blindfolded,
like
asleep.
tying your
on
shoe. You
mescaline.
can tie your shoe
I
on
mean-
mescaline. I also don't know what that is. I'm not a drug guy. Is
You were
mescaline
just-
a
You were
drug?
just smoking dope.
No, that's
You
tobacco.
were on camera smoking
That's
dope. That's
tobacco.
pot.
No,
That's grass, bud.
now hold
That's
on.
grass.
Now. That
Here.
is not. What is that?
I'll prove it to you.
That doesn't prove anything to me. That could be tobacco.
Oh yeah, that's grass, but
Okay.
that's grass.
Wait.
That's Chiva.
Well, It is a holiday.
You too.
Correct.
You might think that there is a lot of dope smoking on the 1992 Zoo TV tour.
Well, that's why Bono.
Clean guys won't stand for drug use. Any of the crew.
Yeah.
We were sober that entire two legs of that tour.
That's why Bono wears them red glasses. It's because so you can't see his red eyes.
No, he's got clear eyes.
Bongo?
Clear eyes, clear head.
Are you pro Bono?
I'm not pro bono. We already established. I put a hit. I asked. I didn't even pay.
No, do you?
I mean, I guess in a roundabout way I paid, but
no, not Bono. Bono. You pro Bono?
Sonny Bono. You know, I actually never had the opportunity of working with Sonny Bono before he died, but Cher, his former wife, helped her get ready for her 1991 performance on the American Music Awards.
You fucked Sonny Bono's wife too? You shared wives with him. You just said that you shared wives.
Nope.
And you shared wives with Jerry.
I helped
and now you're saying you share wives with Sonny Bono.
I helped prepare the stage for Cher's 1991 American Music Awards performance. I didn't sleep with the woman. I slept with Connie.
Well, I don't know. I don't know because you just said that you shared his wife and Sonny Bono.
Listening, man.
Is a friend of the show. The friend of the show, though, is what they say.
The man's dead. He died in some sort of tragic skiing accident.
Yes, he did.
Crashed into a tree.
It is a true shame that he did not get to see Top Gun, 2022's Top Gun original film.
Are you familiar with the original soundtrack?
The original soundtrack, yeah, it's an original motion picture soundtrack for Top Gun 2022.
There's actually one that I believe was released in maybe 87? Computer, what year was Top Gun released?
Nah, he doesn't even want to answer that question because everybody knows when Top Gun was released, and that's 2022. It's a brand new movie. What do you mean, what year was Top Gun?
You're talking about the sequel, man.
What year was Top Gun?
It's a sequel.
No, it would be Top Gun 2 if it was a sequel.
It essentially was.
This is Top Gun, which is the name of the film, starring Tom Cruise, right? You got Val Kilmer. You got Charlie Sheen. You got there's a chicken, right?
It's funny, man. The Edge, guitarist of U2, actually used to have like a nickname he'd call me. He'd call me Todd Gun. And I think, I always thought it was because of, I carry a pistol on me. But now that, you're talking about Top Gun, it was right. It was, within that span of relevancy for that.
Wait, do you have a gun? Do you have a gun on you right now?
I might.
Did you say you have a gun on you?
That's none of your business, sir. I as a Texan, I would expect you to as well.
I do. I have plenty of guns on me. I actually have a gun underneath the table that's pointing at you, hanging from a dangle. Swivel dangle. But that is neither here nor there because we do have, now we are going to be joining you every week and the camera's gone. Camera's been gone?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, God damn it. Fuck, Jerry, why don't you get this production together? I thought you was a professional. Is that still going over here?
How does this podcast support us? How is money made off of this, Jerry?
Yeah. Because we are getting paid, right? Jerry.
Do we have to do like an ad read?
Jerry. You know what?
Does this podcast have a sponsor?
That does remind me. Hold on. This episode is brought to you by Reliefy. Oh, there's no camera. Well, I'm holding it up. And it's a 2-in-1 dab pen. You can smoke with it. You can also smoke with it. You can get it at Reliefy.com. Use the code NHP. Save 12%.
Also, the Beach Boys cruise setting sail February 14th from someplace in Florida. You go on a Beach Boys cruise right now and get all the details and set sail for some good vibrations with, it's not really like any of the original Beach Boys, but I think there's maybe like one of them, and then it's some of the grandkids.
Oh,
and
what?
then
Really?
you got Mark McGrath, don't got Sugar Ray, but you got Mark McGrath. He's going to be there. Whichever ones of the Temptations are left, there's like 2 of them. They're going to be there.
That's exciting.
And, yeah. So you head over to beachboyscruise.com and buy yourself a ticket. Use the promo code NHP, and that's going to upgrade you to like a suite. You'll have like a slightly.
Oh shit!
It's still a very, very small. It's basically just like a bunk bed, but it's like a slightly bigger.
But you have
bunk
like a bed that's like 6 inches from the ceiling that you could go slide into.
Yeah, you have no room. Again, that's why I had to take Connie into the actual like porthole of the ship to make love to her.
But if you're cool with sleeping on your back,
it was not possible in our accommodations.
If you're cool with sleeping on your back, then it'll be great for you. So do that, and we love you, and we'll see you next week. It's weird podcasting to just a microphone.
It is.
Yeah. Oh man, that was wild. I think that was good.
Natural Habitat Recordings.